Hi, and in today's video, we'll talk on how we can design a good customer-driven marketing strategy. Here, there are 4 steps to be carried out in order to design a good marketing strategy. The first is we need to understand the market, what are the needs of the customers, what are their wants, and what is the total market demand, and combine the need, want, and total market demand. What is that market offering? What is that product that can best service the market demand? In the second step, once we have identified the market, it is then necessary that we target only specific type of customers. I know there is a concept out there which says that people should sell to more customers, get a large market size, increase your demand as much as possible. But in my opinion, it is actually not correct, or it will not give you good results in the long run if you have to sell to all the clients in the market. So it is always good practice that when companies want to enter into a market, they look for those specific clients that share the same vision like the vision of the company. How do they do this? We have that concept known as segmentation. Before you enter into a large market, it is always very necessary to divide that market into smaller portions. These portions are known as segments. Now, once you have segmented the market, before going to that, how do you segment a market? Let me say you are entering into a new country to sell your product, or you are entering into a new continent to sell your product. How will you segment that continent or that country so that you can select the best or the most profitable segment in order to sell your product? There are 4 ways in which you can segment a market. It could be demographically, geographically, psychographically, or behaviorally. When we talk of demographic segmentation, we mean you are dividing the market based on factors such as age and life cycle, income, education, occupation, things like that, gender as well. Now, when you come to geographical segmentation, you are dividing the market in terms of regions. If let's take the example of a continent. If you want to segment a continent, you could either go by, okay, I'm dividing this continent into some geographical regions. Could be North, say North Europe, or North Africa, East Africa. So another method of segmenting could be country-wise. Say, okay, I'm going to target this particular country, I'm going to target this particular country. Or even to go deeper into the market, we might go into each country, which are those regions that are best serviceable given our product. So once we have successfully segmented the market into different smaller portions that we can then enter and sell our product, it is then important to evaluate, because the market segments will not be equally profitable. So the next question is, you then need to evaluate the profitability and the size of each market segment. How do you do this? There are 5 ways in which you have to evaluate the profitability of a market segment. It is summarized as MASDA, M-A-S-D-A, M standing for measurable. Measurable here means the market size, the profitability, the growth, the competition in that market segment should be measurable quantitatively. Now we'll come to the A. A is accessible, which means that given the legal implications, you have the legal right to enter and sell in that market. S stands for substantial. Substantial in the terms of size. At least the market segment should be large enough so as to cover all your expenses and give you some profit. D stands for differentiable. Differentiable in the sense that, let me say we have selected 2 market segments to enter. In those market segments, if you are designing a marketing strategy, those 2 market segments should respond to that marketing strategy differently. If they are responding in the same way, then there is an error in the segmentation. Then you have to go back, resegment the market, apply the same marketing strategy, and see if they respond differently. Now, in the last, which is actionable. Actionable here means if you have designed a marketing strategy that is your communication, your message in order to sell your product, in order to sell your service, is it able to reach your target customers? Are they responding to that marketing strategy? If yes, then it is actionable. So we have said in order to select a market segment, there are 5 things to be done. It should be measurable, accessible, substantial, differentiable, and actionable. Now that we have identified the market, we have segmented, and we have selected a market segment that we have to sell our product most profitably, how then do we enter into that market segment? This is known as targeting. So how do you target your market segment? There are also 5 ways in which you can target the market segment. These could be mass marketing, could be segmented marketing, it could be niche marketing, it could be local marketing, or it could be customized marketing. Now, when we talk of mass marketing, we'll take the example of a company that wants to enter into 4 different market segments. Now, these market segments could be regions, it could be countries, or it could be even continents. Now we have 4 different countries in which we want to enter and sell our product. So how, if we are using mass marketing, how do we enter into such a market? Here, the company, because if you're having like 4 different market segments, those market segments will have some differences and they will have some similarities. So if you are doing mass marketing, you are targeting the similarities between the different market segments. So in that case, a company looks into its different market segments and identify what are the similarities in this market segment, and then designs its marketing strategy addressing only those similarities. Most Chinese companies like Lenovo are following the mass marketing strategy, in which they know that in most continents in the world, in most countries in the world, customers would definitely be buying products that are cheaper. So in that case, Lenovo gives good quality laptops but at a cheaper price, so it can target the whole global market. Now, when we come to the second level of targeting, which is known as segment or concentrated targeting. In this type of targeting, instead of addressing the similarities between the market segments, the company decides to address the differences between the market segments. If I have 3-4 market segments, what are the differences in these market segments? Maybe the people behave differently, maybe the cultures are different, maybe the political scenario in both countries are different. So in such a situation, the company decides to target either the cultural differences or the political differences in those different market segments. In such a situation, it is known to be doing segmented or concentrated marketing. Now we'll come to the next level, which is niche marketing. A niche is that concept in which a company prefers to go for a larger segment of a smaller market rather than going for a small market size, rather than going for a small market share in a large market. So in this kind of marketing, the market size becomes very small but very profitable. Now the 4th type of targeting, which will be local marketing. In this strategy, the company sells to its neighborhoods or to cities that are very close to it. And in the last one, as customized or one-to-one marketing, this concept is applied where that is the philosophy behind this concept is in each customer there is an individual, which means that the marketing strategy of the company is not to target the customers in each individual, it is to target the individual in each customer. What am I saying? I'm trying to say that when the company is following customized marketing, each customer is unique and has to be satisfied in a unique way, which means that the company does not have a very specific marketing strategy that applies to all the customers, but each customer has a specific marketing strategy. I think this is one of the best marketing strategies for a company that is just starting or that does not have great manufacturing equipment, that it can go with mass marketing. Okay, now that we have targeted our market, the next step in designing our customer-driven marketing strategy is to position our product in the market. So how can a product be positioned? Or again, what is product positioning? Positioning is simply that process of creating an image, a desired image about our product in the minds of the consumers. So how do you create an image in the minds of the consumers? Because what happens is, when a product is being introduced into the market, there are two things that occur. The customer perceives that product in their point of view, whereas the marketer wants them to perceive that product from a different point of view. So it actually creates some kind of some aspect of double positioning, which is actually an error. So in order to overcome this double positioning that is often created in the market, what companies do is they try to give a perfect image of what they want the customer to see their product in the market. This is known as positioning. There are many ways in which we could do product positioning. It could be based on price. Some companies go with selling their products at a cheaper rate, like Lenovo. They sell their products at a cheaper rate in order to appeal to the mass market. But some companies will go to sell their products at a very expensive rate, like Apple. In this case, customers view these two products at different levels. They view Apple as a premium product, but Lenovo will not be viewed as a premium product. Even if they have the same features, they have the same characteristics, the same benefits, but just the fact that the prices are different, it is already creating different images in the minds of the customers. Now, another way in which we can position our product is based on the benefits. I'll give the example of Colgate. In Colgate advertising, you see, they will be saying strengthen teeth with active fluoride, which means that if you are using Colgate, you will have that possibility of strengthening your teeth with the fluoride that is present in Colgate. Now, it could also be based on some characteristics. That is, instead of simply listing the benefits of a product, we actually give the characteristics of those products. Most electronic products are sold based on characteristics. If it's mobile phone or it's a laptop, they will give you the different characteristics of that phone. Maybe it is dual camera, it is 64 gigabytes of storage, it has dual processor, I don't know. All of those characteristics, that is to encourage or to activate or stimulate the customer to make a decision and purchase that product. Another way in which we can position our product is based on the usage occasion. When should you use this product? If you know of Vicks is a product positioned on the usage, that is, used during cold or flu. So the customer knows that if I have cold, if I have flu, I have to buy Vicks. So it is positioned in that way. We could also position our product against competitors. Okay. Another way of positioning products could be based on the features. We have talked of characteristics, again we have talked of features. So there are so many ways in which you could position your product. Now, to summarize, in order to design a customer-driven marketing strategy, listen very carefully, a customer-driven marketing strategy. It is not just a marketing strategy, but a customer-driven marketing strategy. There are 4 things to be done. Firstly, we need to understand the marketplace. The marketplace in terms of needs, wants, demand, and which type of product can we provide that is going to satisfy the customer need. It is all about what customer needs. It is not just being innovative in the market, it is satisfying the customer need. After we have identified the market, the second step is segmentation. And we say we can segment the market in 4 different ways: demographically, geographically, psychographically, and behaviorally. After segmenting, we have to select the market segment. This can be done in 5 ways. It should be measurable, accessible, substantial, differentiable, and actionable. After we've selected the market segment, we then have to target that market segment. This can be done also in 5 ways, which is mass marketing, segmented marketing, niche marketing, local marketing, or concentrated marketing. After the market has been targeted, it is then time for you to position your product in the minds of the consumer to give you a favorable advantage over your competitors. This can also be done in so many ways, be it price against competitors, benefit, characteristics, usage occasion, and so on. So it is very important to note that our marketing strategy is designed to give us an unfair advantage against our competitors. So as such, it is always good practice to start from the customers. What do the customers need and how can I meet this? Our vision is to create a seamless business world where companies will be on autopilot, delivering innovative products and services to their customers. How do we intend to achieve this? We intend to achieve this by empowering young entrepreneurs like you. So, if you are interested in learning how to convert that business idea of yours into an entrepreneurial venture, or you already have a running business but you want to grow that, we have created communities on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube where we provide real-time solutions to the problems and questions of young entrepreneurs like you. And the most interesting part of it is that it is completely free to join any of our communities. And when you share our content, you are contributing to developing new entrepreneurs and thus making the world a better place to be. I appreciate you watching. Now click the link below, jump into the groups, and give life to your